TwoSet Violin is doing a great job at promoting classical music and I love them for it, but there's one thing that they don't get. We won't save classical music by doing the same thing we did the last 100 years. Even if I don't like to say it, we need to change. And in this video I want to go over a few things that I believe will save classical music. Why should you even bother? I'm just some random guy on the internet. First of all, hundreds of thousands of people are gonna lose their jobs. The greatest composers of all time won't be played anymore. And most importantly, people are gonna miss out on emotional experiences that may have or could change their lives. And not clapping between movements, sitting there with 1,000 other people, being a good human and just listen for 2 hours, that's exactly what we don't need. We are so used to instant gratification and short-term dopamine that we cannot go 45 minutes without checking our phones. And I don't think that's something good, but it is how it is and we have to adapt to this situation. Not clapping between movements is the equivalent of holding onto something that will make us lose everything. We have to make concerts more fun and more entertaining. We have to give people the possibility to talk, to interact and to enjoy this experience with more than just one sense. Also cinemas, they have the same problem. People just prefer to stay at home and watch Netflix. It's much more comfortable, they can eat, they can drink, they can talk and do other things simultaneously. Now that I ranted enough about why we should clap between movements, here are a few things I would like to suggest to make things better. First of all, free beer at concerts. Okay, that's a joke, but how about we make like an 18th century saloon? People talk, they drink, they eat. It's like a social gathering. Imagine a disco where people would listen to classical music. Yeah, you probably won't get the deep emotional experiences you would have if you would just listen to music for 45 minutes, but it's certainly more fun and it's better than not having any concerts at all. So the first idea, let people clap between movements. Let them eat, let them drink, let them talk, and let them enjoy this experience and have a great time. I certainly don't think that we should make every concert like this, but we could do it from time to time to spice things up. The next one, get people to play an instrument. Why? If they play an instrument, the probability that they will listen to classical music is way higher than if they wouldn't. There are not that much people who learn instruments at the moment compared to 10 years ago. I feel like that's the case. I guess it's also because of short-term dopamine and instant gratification. People are so comfortable and it's hard to learn an instrument. You always have to practice alone. There's no one who pushes you like in a sports team. And it's definitely a hard thing to do. And most people would rather watch Netflix and I don't blame them for it. I have to admit that my own students also don't listen to very much classical music. Maybe I could do a better job in convincing them to start with a few recommendations every week or so. The next one, get people to go to concerts. I know this is actually our problem, but if we can't show the government that there are people that want to go to concerts, they will eventually just close them because they finance them. I even think that a lot of classical musicians don't like to go to concerts or just don't do it, and I also don't know what to do about it because concerts are actually not that expensive. We have over 100 professional orchestras here in Germany, but there will be hell of a lot less in the next 10 years if people won't show up. Where I study, as a music student, you can go to the opera and to every orchestra concert completely for free. I don't see many people that study with me in concerts, and I know most of them because we're just 450 people. I have to admit, the last time I went to a concert was probably in November. It's like 3 or 4 months ago. And there are concerts every week, so it's not just them, it's also me. I'm part of the problem. If we want to keep our orchestras, we have to show up and give them our attention. You can tell me what you want. When Jennifer Lopez sings somewhere, the hall will be sold out and they will make huge profit. So they are definitely doing something right. And this is the next problem with classical music. We have no representative figure that composes new music people want to listen to. We have to get people to compose and find the next great leader of classical music. This is the only chance. I have to admit, this is not my idea, it's from my best friend, but he's totally right. As long as we don't have a composer people look up to, people strive to be like him or her, we're screwed. It needs to be someone who understands this whole social media game, who's open for new concert formats, and also who's able to lead this movement. And how do we find the next great composer? By letting young people compose. If I would start to compose now, it would probably be too late. We need the next Mozart. And the last thing I want to talk about is radical marketing. Classical music marketing sucks. There are a few people who really understand this and they're doing great. The classical musicians that are posting a lot of content like Hilary Hahn and Ray Chen. Don't get me wrong, they are not just professional violinists because they post some pictures on Instagram. They're also the best in my opinion. I think Hilary Hahn is the best violinist at the moment. So they are also extremely competent. But I think they just have this legend status at such a young age because they're modern and go with the times. So with radical marketing I mean that orchestras have to put way more money into their marketing. We have to persuade people to go to concerts together with us. If we fight together, we can do this. We can save classical music. Click this video right here. Thanks for watching, and we see each other on the next one.